13 minutes before special martial law has been declared, we see King Nasubi and Nugui arriving to the Tree of Kakin, where Hulkenberg's body has been taken. When a deceased prince has been sacrificed to the Tree of Kakin, their flame of life ignites. But since Hulkenberg's soul is still alive, his flame does not ignite, and King Nasubi confirms he is still fighting in the succession war. After hearing the rumbling from Hulkenberg's ability, Prince Benjamin concludes that Hulkenberg's soul is still alive. Hulkenberg realizes that he has no chance of fooling Benjamin as Balsamilko because his mannerisms would give it away, so he decides to shoot his arrow at one of the other princes. But if he swaps bodies with another prince, does their spirit guardian beast also protect him, or does it detect that Hulkenberg has swapped bodies with the original prince and try to purge Hulkenberg from the body? Balsamilko's consciousness will most likely return now that Hulkenberg will make his exit, which is probably why they tied him up. Benjamin, putting the pieces together, uncovers Hulkenberg's ability, sends troops to see Balsamilko, and arrest Hulkenberg's supporters. Benjamin starts feeling nauseous and feverish, realizing that he has been infected with TSK-17. TSK-17 starts showing symptoms 6 hours after being infected, so tracing his steps, he determines that he must have been infected by Furikov when he was next to him in chapter 404. He goes to check the TSK-17 capsules to see if any are missing, but they are all there, with only one missing, which was the one Balsamilko took. But he concludes that his mother was the one who smuggled in an extra one and gave it to Furikov. Benjamin goes to confront Furikov, who does not deny anything, but he also claims that he is loyal to Prince Benjamin. He explains that his goal is to exploit Queen Unma's plan of securing Hulkenberg's victory as his birth mother, and at the same time exploit Beyond Netero's plans, since Furikov is Beyond's son. Furikov shows that he also has the same curse as Beyond's other children. This curse was placed by Beyond to over 10 of his children, who were then raised by high-ranking Kakin soldiers and placed in the military to ensure their position as Princess Royal Guards. We don't know exactly how the curse works, but when the curse holder dies, it supposedly curses and kills one of the princes. The reason Beyond went to such lengths to make sure he can determine the outcome of the succession contest is because he is the father of one of the princes and wants them to inherit the throne. Furikov also explains that Queen Unma threatened that Beyond has the power to activate the curse at will, which would kill Furikov, blackmailing him into infecting Prince Benjamin. This means that Unma knows about the curses and has a connection to Beyond. It raises a few questions such as, is one of the Beyond's children also the child of Unma? Now, after learning that Hulkenberg is actually one of her children too, it would possibly mean Hulkenberg, Zeraynik or Benjamin is Beyond's child. But since Unma wanted Prince Benjamin to die, it's unlikely that he is the child of Beyond. Furikov explains that he did not fear that the curse would target Prince Benjamin, but that it will target Benjamin's guardian spirit beast. Furikov is a specialist with an ability called
Full Metal Alchemist,
Combo Master. When he is near a target for a set amount of time, he can decipher the details of the target's ability and create equipment that either destroys or strengthens and supports the target's ability. So Furikov found out that Prince Benjamin's guardian spirit beast ability is a post-mortem ability that will trigger after Benjamin's death. So in order for Furikov to nullify his curse that is targeting Prince Benjamin, which will activate once Furikov dies or is activated by Beyond according to Unma, Benjamin has to die first, reflecting the curse back to Furikov. But then Benjamin will be reborn with his guardian spirit beast ability, but not as a human, but rather as a god. We don't know the details of his guardian spirit beast ability, but Benjamin says that if it merges with his ability, Benjamin Batten, he would become the spiritual foundation for the great tree of Kakin, replacing the seed urn ceremony, as well as becoming the guardian deity for its leaders. He says this is the highest authority that surpasses even that of a king. How Benjamin's ability, Benjamin Batten, works is that when a Nen user who has sworn loyalty to Benjamin dies, Benjamin gets their Nen ability. How this merge exactly is going to work is still unknown. I think it just means that he will be reborn as a guardian spirit with this ability, but maybe Benjamin Batten will then awaken, and he will perhaps be able to use his ability like the seed urn ceremony, where the seed urn uses aura from previous sacrifices to provide guardian spirit beasts for the new generation of princes. Benjamin Benjamin Batten would collect the power of previous kings once they die and give that power to the new generation. Benjamin states that the succession contest wasn't a game of survival to select a king, but a prolonged holy war to carefully select a god who will achieve world unification under the Kakin Empire. Furikov explains the demands made by Queen Unma. Use TSK-17 on Prince Benjamin within 48 hours, or beyond will activate the curse. But it all worked out in Furikov's favor, since it will ensure that the curse won't target Prince Benjamin's guardian spirit beast. So special martial law is then declared by Prince Benjamin under the guise that Hulkenberg and Zerajnik stole TSK-17 and used it. The orders are given to assemble the princes and gather them in the Grand Hall of Room 1001, where they will most likely be killed. The funny thing is that Hulkenberg is now probably in one of those princess bodies too, but we don't know which one. Benjamin has decided to personally deal with Camilla and Zerajnik, saying that he must purge the remaining princes before he dies to TSK-17 and officially issue a last will and testament as the next king. So if he dies before he becomes king, either his spirit guardian beast's ability won't activate, or it activates but he will still lose the succession war, unable to participate after his death. If that is the case, then his soul would also disappear, since his flame of life would be ignited, and I assume the spirit guardian beast would be the one operating Prince Benjamin. It would be the same thing what happened to Kacho. The guardian spirit beast took her form, but her flame of life was still ignited. Benjamin uses Secret Window, an ability Benjamin inherited after Muse's death that allows him to gather intelligence. With this, he finds out that Camilla is in the middle of her post-lunch massage. Benjamin reveals that because he kept Secret Window on Camilla for an extended period without a break, the ability's level increased and evolved, allowing him to rewind and view the footage that Muse had seen right before his death. This uncovers Camilla's post-mortem ability, which kills the attacker and uses their life energy to revive Camilla. Benjamin also prepares himself with the poison that deploys from his special boots, perhaps TSK-17, but it would not make sense since TSK-17 starts showing symptoms only 6 hours after being infected. It would not kill the victim in time before Prince Benjamin would die himself, so I think this might be another more aggressive poison. He definitely has a plan to counter Camilla's ability, but for now we don't know how. It is possible Furikov with his ability Full Metal Alchemist created something that destroys Camilla's ability when Camilla was detained and he was next to her. But then Benjamin would also probably know her ability already and didn't have to use Secret Window to uncover it. He also says that if they can't get Prince Mariam to the Great Hall until 2:30 PM, who is in the Nen space created by his guardian spirit beast, they should send Rihan, who can counter Nen abilities with his ability Predator. Assuming it has been 48 hours now since the last time he used his ability, he would destroy Prince Mariam's Nen beast and reveal Prince Mariam. The last thing before the end of the chapter, Prince Benjamin is addressing Prince Zerajnik, saying how he would like to make him suffer before killing him, but has no time to waste. So we will probably get a fight between Zerajnik and Benjamin very soon.